Hey guys, in today's STEMstein lesson, we're going to talk about how to represent numbers in a new way. It's called scientific notation. Before we can learn how to use scientific notation, we need to recognize what powers of 10 are. Powers of 10 are basically using 10 as the base and then using any number as the exponent. So for example, when we're talking about positive powers of 10, these are any powers of 10 that include a positive exponent. Now, let's look at some examples of positive powers of 10. Remember, the exponent simply represents how many times you're multiplying the base by itself. So 10 to the power of 1 is just 10, while 10 to the power of 2 is 10 times 10, since the exponent is 2, and this equals 100. Now, if we look at 10 to the power of 7, that's 10 multiplied by itself 7 times, which is equal to 10 million. Now that we know what positive powers are, let's test it out. For the first one, let's do 10 to the power of 3. The exponent is 3 and the base is 10, so we know we're multiplying 10 by itself 3 times. We evaluate this and we get 1,000. So now when we do the second example with 10 to the power of 5, the exponent is 5, so we're multiplying 10 by itself 5 times. And this gets us 100,000. It's important to note that there are also negative powers of 10. This means that the exponent is a negative number. What we have to do to evaluate negative exponents is simply find the reciprocal of the base. So if it was 10 to the power of negative 1, we simply write 1 over 10 to the power of 1. And then we evaluate the exponent as if it was positive. Just like the positive powers of 10, let's try it out with the negative powers. So our one example is 10 to the power of negative 4. First, we find the reciprocal, which is 1 over 10 to the power of 4. Then we simply evaluate that new positive exponent, which is equal to 10,000 or 1 over 10,000. As a decimal, this is 0.0001. If we did the same thing with our second example, which is 10 to the power of negative 7, we get another very small decimal, or 1 over 10 million. Understanding powers of 10 is very important because it's a key component of our scientific notation. Scientific notation makes writing very big and very small numbers easy. It involves using a 3-digit number multiplied by a power of 10. Now, let's look at examples from both ends of the spectrum. When we have a very big number, like 600,000, in scientific notation, we can write it as 6.00 times 10 to the power of 5. But on the other end, when we have a very small number, like 0.00017, we can write it as 1.7 times 10 to the negative 4. Like I said before, scientific notation follows a specific format with 2 key components. A times 10 to the power of n. A represents that 3-digit number, which is between 1 and 10 and is rounded to 2 decimal places. And n represents the exponent we're going to be using for that power of 10. So for very big numbers, we're going to use a positive exponent. And for very small numbers, we're going to use a negative exponent. So how exactly do we convert a number from standard notation into scientific notation? Our first step is to find the decimal place and then move it either right or left, however many times you need to find a number between 1 and 10. That value will be our A. And in this case, remember to round it to 2 decimal places. Afterwards, we're going to find the value for n, which is simply the number of jumps we had with the decimal place. If we jumped however many times to the right, we would get a negative number. If we jumped however many times to the left, we would get a positive number. First, let's try this conversion to scientific notation with a very large number. Here we have 25,320,000. We know that the decimal place is to the right of the last 0. And to get that value of A between 1 and 10, we have to jump 7 times all the way to the left. And since we're jumping to the left, we know our exponent for the 10 power, or n, is positive, and it's 7. So our final value would be 2.532 times 10 to the 7. However, we have to remember that we round to 2 decimal places. And in this case, we round down and get 2.53 times 10 to the 7. Our other option is very small numbers and converting them into scientific notation. Let's try this number. It's a ton of zeros, 0.000 whatever, 7056. When we write it out, we realize that we have to move the decimal place 6 times all the way to the right. And since we're moving right, the value of our exponent for the 10 power is -6. Now, what we have left is our a value, with the decimal place now representing 7.056. To round this to 2 decimal places, we end up as 7.06 times 10 to the -6. Now that we've had some practice with scientific notation, can you recognize when it's written correctly? So for the first example, we have 2 times 10 to the 5. This is not correct scientific notation because the value of a does not have 3 digits. It's not rounded to 2 decimal places. In this case, you would have to write it as 2.00 times 10 to the 5. With the second example, we have 1.52 times 1 to the -4. This is also not correct scientific notation because we are not using a power of 10. We talked a lot about how to write numbers in scientific notation, so now let's switch it to how to convert scientific notation back into standard notation or number format. In this case, we need the decimal place in our a value and the exponent in the power of 10. The value of the exponent represents how many times we're going to move that decimal place. If it's a positive exponent, we're going to move the decimal place to the right. If it's a negative exponent, we're going to move the decimal place to the left. Here we have 1.36 times 10 to the power of 5. We want to write it in standard notation. So let's look at the exponent. We see that it's a positive 5. So we know we're going to move that decimal place in 1.36 5 times to the right. And we end up with 136,000. Before, our conversion ended with a very big number. Now, let's try a different example. We have 2.4 times 10 to the power of -6. The exponent this time is a negative number. So we're going to move the decimal place 6 times to the left. And we're going to end up with a very small number in 0.000024. We now understand the components of scientific notation, how to write scientific notation, and how to convert scientific notation. So I want to place the math in your hands and want you to try these exercises. Hey, that's all the math we have for today. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. See you in our next STEM Snaps video.